The minister's time has expired. I call the member forward.
If there was any greater tell that they were embarrassed about their own failure at NBN is the fact that their minister, who was so deeply involved in it for so long, spent the first half of his speech talking about anything other than NBN, because they do not want to talk about NBN at all. It has turned out to be a massive embarrassment for them, because a network that was supposed to be delivered faster is being delivered slower, a network that was supposed to be delivered cheaper is double in the cost, and they're failing to even meet the simple targets they set for themselves. In fact, to their great credit, NBN is rolling out apologies for service faster than fibre. They have done very well at the apology letter writing business. They're doing excellent at that. And I do love the fact, the sense of irony, that they put out the coalition, this policy on communications on the NBN. What it really should have been is their promise to deliver high-speed semaphore, because that is all they're capable of delivering. When you go through the stats, and they are damning. Let's go through every single thing they said they would do, and did they deliver? And this is the reason why Minister Fletcher was unable to talk about the NBN for the first half of his speech. Now, Malcolm Turnbull promised everyone in the country they'd get NBN this year. More than 83% of the country still waiting for the second-rate network. Malcolm Turnbull, he said that his second-rate NBN would cost $29.5 billion, now almost $56 billion. He said in 2013 he'd get his second-rate NBN to all homes in Australia by this year, that time frame out to 2020. He said that his second-rate copper net NBN would cost $600 per home, now tripled, $1,600 a home. He said in 2013 it would cost $55 million to patch up the old copper network. That's blown out by more than 1,300%. He said 1,300%, member for Throsby. He also said in 2013 2.61 million homes would be connected to pay TV cables by 2016. He said 2.61 million. Now, get this, it's forecast by NBN that they will only connect 10,000 homes by June this year, from 2.1 million to 10,000. He said his second-rate network would bring in $2.5 billion in revenue. It's crashed to $1.1 billion. These are all nails in the coffin of the fantasy that that side would deliver faster broadband. Every single one. But you know what the most damning one is? In his 2 years as Communications Minister, the man who promised us fibre to the node, he did not connect a single paying customer to his fibre to the node network. Not one in 2 years, not one. I mean, to say that you're the friend of the NBN, to say that you're going to deliver on the NBN, that's almost like Kathy Bates in Misery classifying her sledgehammer as a therapeutic good. I mean, it is ridiculous that your side can even competently say, in any shape or form, that you're here to deliver. You are not. You are simply slowing down the network, and people know that it is a dud. And now you have a situation where the jobs of the future are being shipped out overseas, and the jobs of the future are to deal with copper. I mean, who in their right mind ever said that the future is copper? It's like delivering a hybrid horse and buggy. You know, it is a joke of what you have turned this network into, that you could be reduced to this, that would all be about copper. And you know what I'd be interested in, Minister? During your time in Optus, you talk so much about the hybrid network, you talk about HFC and hybrid fixed cable. I would love, coax, sorry, is that I'd be interested to know, you know the name of it, but you know how bad it is, and you never actually mention how many complaints you'd be getting on that network as well, and how unreliable it was during your time at Optus, and how unreliable it be now. It is still stuck. They are still stuck in the past. So the bottom line is this. If you want to see a modern network, if you want to see one that will actually meet the expectations of the community, you cannot rely on that side opposite. They will do everything they can to slow the rollout down, to make sure it's inaccessible, and to make sure it doesn't deliver for Australians in the way that they want, and it's going to be Labor that will have to fix up this network.
I thank the member for Chifley.